South Africa. In the northeast corner of Kruger National Park are the two private lodges that we visited. The first was Timbavati, a tented camp set high on a hilltop and overlooking a river. 2 daily drives into the bush introduced us to some Cape Mountain zebra, the smallest of the zebra species. The white rhino is not white in colour. It is so called because of the square or wide mouth used for grazing, and is the most social of all the rhino species. They have a lifespan of 40 to 50 years. The rhino is one of the big five, but the leopard tortoise is one of the small five. To help them eat grass, the warthogs bend their front legs back and walk on their padded, calloused knees. Looks like we're in for a wild night. Next morning was bright, and this dog-like carnivore is a nocturnal, side-striped jackal. Its diet is exclusively fruit, in season, and small mammals, so it doesn't pose a threat to stock farmers. We came across two members of Kruger National Park's anti-poaching team. There are now 50 working dogs spread throughout the park. Selectively bred for efficiency in their line of work, breeds like Bloodhound Doberman Cross and Belgian or German Shepherds are the favourite. It takes 3 months intensive training to construct a new dog unit. The tracker dogs are not only able to detect illegal wildlife products such as rhino horn, ivory and bushmeat, but they can also smell out guns and ammunition whilst following poachers on the run. This impala was killed earlier this morning by a leopard, which had been spooked before it could eat it. A pair of African spoonbills fishing in shallow, muddy water.
2 months ago, you should have seen these buffaloes. They were so skinny.
Yeah?
You can see the backbone sticking out, the rib cages. But now they're looking in a good condition.
The leopard has returned to claim his kill and will eat as much as it wants now. Should it be threatened, it could take the carcass up a tree for safety. These rhinos were finding the heat of the day too much and delighted in the shallow, muddy wallow to cover themselves with sun protection.
Those are not the three biggest birds.
A small two-seater plane took us from Simbavati to our next lodge, Leopard Hills. What a wonderful suite we had. And with our own plunge pool. Once again, 2 game drives every day at 5:45 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. The area here is very lush.
All right.
This South African giraffe was not for moving. Oxpeckers removed ticks from its skin and also round the serious wound on its leg.
What a beautiful antelope that, eh?
Impala, of which there are many, is the primary prey of the big cats.
Now there are lots and lots of impala. Very special. So they're all busy suckling at the moment.
We were promised a surprise by our driver, and this was it. Something rarely seen. A lioness with her 3 two-month-old cubs relaxing in the sun. It was a delight to sit and watch them. She would move them to shelter and safety when darkness falls. There was much communication amongst the drivers. Only 3 vehicles were permitted at any one time to surround animals, so a queue further away would form and cars were called in on a rota system for a limited time.
The fuzzy's head's up and the 3 months one's starting to become very playful with each other. Okay, cool, Kapit, if you wouldn't mind. So yeah, keep coming and then just give me a spot to watch it. Alright.
The moon and Sirius led to a night sighting of a leopard strolling down the road. Wait for me. Go on.
The trunk is only an extension of the nose. They can't drink through it. But they can use it to draw water. And then of course spray themselves.
Next morning, the leopard was checking out the scents of any other leopards in her territory.
Letting everyone know that this is her territory, hey? That impala's noise that it's making is because it spotted the leopard, hey? Waterbuck, obviously, they spend a lot of their time around water. In fact, they never really go further than about maybe 2 kilometers from water. It's their best line of defense. If they're being chased by a lion or something and there's water nearby, they'll run straight into it and generally outswim the lions and be able to get away. Yeah, my map is main red Victorian. I think it's the way.
A rising plume of termites swarming out of their subterranean nest, and a spotted hyena on the prowl. Early morning, beside the lodge, and several vervet monkeys appeared.
When you get here, I'm going to move out. I'm going to stay in this tunnel to tiger over stand up.
2 20-month-old lions were not too happy with the proximity of the elephant.
Is that male?
Yeah.
But once the danger passed, they frolicked and chased each other in the sand.
Very playful this morning, huh? I don't think control that. Huh? See the dead catfish there? I smelt it before I saw it.
Can you see it? Our last surprise was a sighting, though brief, of 2 small leopard cubs outside their den, hidden in these rocks. Our final sighting was of this beautiful leopard drinking, then bidding us farewell to Leopard Hills.